ago, and I patched like about maybe 12, 15 people, but not even one person had a good positive reaction. So I was like, how come? Something must have gone wrong. So I noticed in the table, there are a brochure of Neful. You know what Neful is, right?
Yeah.
So I asked everybody there, are you guys all distributor of Neful? Yeah, this is the headquarters. Oh my God. So I'm going into the lion's den without knowing. Okay, so whoever that I had patched, please go to the bathroom, remove your bra, your panties, whatever you're wearing, and leave the patch alone. So a few people, I think like 7 people, go to the bathroom and remove whatever they're wearing and came back. All the pain is gone, right? Because I follow Aeon, Icewave, and all that. So the other 8 people, is that so? They're curious. So maybe originally they are malas or whatever. So all 8 went also, and all 8 came back with no pain. So from there, I conclude negative ion is not bad. And that was just the first happening. It happened in many different cases. I recruited somebody like Susanna that is selling hot and pan expensively. Actually, my wife bought the, what do you call it, the Princess Tower at $12,000. So if you want to rob my house, rob my pot and pan first. And she used negative ion bat, you know, like Neful. And every time she uses it, the patch doesn't work. So actually she quit Lightwave. I already connect her with Susanna Video and everything, but she felt $5,000 bed is so expensive to waste. So she decided to keep using the bed, and she still had pain until today. So I also noticed, I went to, I think it was Mexico, and I was patching somebody, and I noticed the patch doesn't work again. So like, how come? And I found out that he just came back from acupuncture session, and he was patched a lot with some magnetic that they cover with bandage. So I said, what is this? And then they opened the bandage. Oh, it's a magnet. So you got to remove all this. I just spent $100 on this. Well, do you want to get rid of the pain or not? And he said, okay, I want to. You promise to get rid of my pain? Yeah, I promise. So he removed every magnet in the body. Then I patched him again, and I get rid of all his pain. And many of these incidents happened during my Lightwave career. So I talked to David about it, and David didn't even know. I'm like, you didn't know this, David? Well, maybe you haven't patched as many people as I did. And so that's why I share this with Brother Jinlong. And if you don't believe me, you try it. You sleep on a magnetic bed and patch. It doesn't work somehow, right? All right.
Thank
When
you.
we say magnetic bed, does it include like infrared mattress and those things?
Yeah,
How do you know?
infrared mattress also a part of negative ion.
Oh,
And what about the deep sleep? That mattress that's sold by this company called M Life, the deep sleep
Yeah.
mattress.
I don't know, but you ask your upline or the company, does it produce negative ion? But mostly
Negative
yes.
ion.
But
some
mostly,
of them will not admit it. Juices.
well, Google it.
Yes,
Or send me, no, don't send me. Because I did, you know, when I was in Indonesia, my Indonesian downline always loved to irritate me to death. Bro Roy, we found a better koyo than Lightwave. What is it? It's a patch from Turkey.
Oh.
No way, Jose. So send me the link. So I study, I read it. It's same like koyo capcabe. You know capcabe? So ingredient will go inside your body. It's transdermal
Yeah.
patch. Nothing like Lightwave, believe me. I've got so many websites they send to me.
Yeah,
All right.
amazing, huh?
Yeah.
So you all understand, right? So I just want to pack some of the things that we have seen in Malaysia because negative ion products sell the best in Malaysia.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times they are no longer sold in Japan and Korea, they come into Malaysia, we brand it to sell it. So I think it's quite sad for Malaysia also. And then they sell much higher price than Japan and Korea.
Oh.
This one can sell 20 over 1,000 ringgit.
Oh no.
It's
So we sell to cheaper.
Yeah.
You don't need to double the price.
Yeah.
So it includes those clothing that you wear, isn't
Right. So let me give you an idea. Why is it so? If you imagine like 40 years ago again, whatever food that we eat, does it classify as organic and non-organic?
No.
Everything is organic, right? But when there is a chemical fertilizer they start to introduce to agriculture, we have organic and inorganic. Okay? Same thing like energy products. Today we talk about all energy is the same, right? Oh, this product can improve my energy, like the mattress that I wear to improve my energy. But do you know that microwave is also energy product? You put your hands inside, see? Yeah. So I think in the years to come, we are going to witness the biggest diversification in healthcare is what is called organic energy and what is called artificial energy. If you look at those mattresses, you need to plug in, right? So these are artificial or natural? They are artificial. So a lot of products like this, right? People who have a pacemaker, they are not allowed to use.
Yeah.
But LifeWave patches you can use for everybody. LifeWave patches it itself doesn't emit any energy. It gets activated by your own body infrared,
Yeah.
the organic source of energy. So one day we all will realize the best form of energy is organic that's emanating from the body, and the only company that can do this is LifeWave.
That's right.
Okay. So if you think that I can learn a lot of things, right? I squeeze it into 5 minutes video in the energy medicine. I want to give you an overview what is called energy medicine. Energy medicine not anything that can plug in, give you energy and hot then you feel it's energy. It's not so simple. But Malaysia we don't have that kind of education. We think that they use the radiation detector to detect, this shirt there's a lot of data, it must be a good energy. It's completely bullshit. Okay? So the second we go to stem cell, how much do we know about the stem cell? If you think about compared to 40 years ago again, they say my grandma, when he is at 50, 60, he can do everything. But now the 38 years old got stroke already. So we our body, because of the environmental interference, we are degenerate much faster than we regenerate. So stem cell is not an option to you anymore. It's a must. We have to know this. It's just last time, if you don't want to learn internet, you can't survive. Next time, if you don't know about stem cell, we can't survive also.
That's true.
So we talk about stem cell in the 5 minutes video, in 5th video. In the 6th video, we talk about 5 stages of healing. You have to be mental prepared. If today I want to renovate my office, can I just renovate my office without any dust, without any dirt, without any noise? It's impossible.
Yeah, that's right.
Same thing like renovating our body. Something might get worse before it becomes better. It's like the renovation of the body. But we want to use someone else's mouth to explain to your prospect and downlines. This is where the 6th video comes in. We explain how our body works. We can even explain to you why sometimes you use the patches already, you feel healed, but after 2 months later, the things start to break up again. What is the reason? All the theories is in number 6 video. 7th video is to do a self-examination. Everyone, if you do this correctly, the first 7 days you are going to see something. But remember, we can't feel our nail is growing, right? We can't feel our hair is growing, right? We can't feel our liver is doing the job, right? So 99.99% of the thing that we actually can't feel. So we have to acknowledge about this. So there are still signs of change. Anyone after using X39, your nail go very fast and very hard? Anyone?
Oh yes.
Do you know what does this mean? In TCM, when your nail become hard, it means your liver is fully filled with good quality of blood. Anyone after using X39, your hair start to get more, grow faster and darker? Anyone?
Yeah.
You know what does this mean? This means that your kidney has reversed the age. So, if you want to know, I see, that means my liver is getting better. Anyone after using S39, you feel that your face actually become more rosy? This is because your heart is getting better, because most of the extensive cardiovascular system and the blood vessel is on the face. And our epithelial tissue is so thin. So whenever your heart gets better, your face shows. So all these things is in the 7 videos. Okay? So this 7th video, I encourage all of you to take a look. We have seen a lot of people, after only watching this 7th video, they really want to share this product to more people. Okay? So actually, all these things, I also learned from Brother Roy. Okay? So what I do is, because I have the privilege to know how to make video, I know YouTube, maybe that time is not so popular in Brother Roy, so I basically concentrate Brother Roy knowledge combined with my field experience to come up with these 7 videos.
Amazing.
Okay, this is something very good. Don't worry, later I'll send it to you, okay? So, now we talk about the 6+6 approach, okay? What we call the 6+6, there are only 6 interfering factors stopping people to see result in life. There are only 6. If you remember these 6 factors, 100% people will love life. Okay? Number 1, you must take photos. We can't feel your body is getting better. You can't feel this. You have to see this. And like what I said just now, whatever thing that we do, ultimately, as your organ function improve, your skin complexion improve. I give you an example. I received a call from Taiwan. That Taiwan lady, 1 week signed up 7 diamonds. You know. I said 7 diamonds is a lot. I said only until recently I got a bit disheartened because one of my friends, right, after using X39, started to have diarrhea. Then he worried, what is the something inside there? I want to detox. The first question I asked, do you feel that your friend, the face getting more reddish and rosy? Yeah, it's getting more rosy. Don't you think it's very strange? Most people, when they have diarrhea, they should look pale and dehydrated, right? But your friend, after diarrhea, they even become much more rosy. This means that the thing that he's being detoxed is definitely a toxin. Then I asked, do you take a lot of medication or do you take a lot of supplement? Yeah, he supplies supplements. He take a lot of supplements. Yeah. So all these things is by my experience. So this is what we must take photo because ultimately, whatever thing that they are going to go through, even some negative experience like healing crisis, we always tie back to how they look. So number 1, taking photo is very, very important. The second, use it 12 hours on and 12 hours off. Don't use it continuously 7/24. You know, who is the first person can use 3 days? My father. My father said this to me. He said, Papa, why you don't change already? It's still sticky, haven't dropped. I said, why you put like this 7 days, always stick there, you know. Okay, so this is why I'm very surprised. How come my father, the first few months, right, he doesn't see big changes. But the moment we came to 12 hours on and 12 hours off, right, he himself come to tell me, now my appetite becomes so much better. How come I wear less, the result even better? How come I wear very long? Yeah, I don't see any result. So let me invite again Brother Roy to explain about this.
Okay. So, the company came out with 12 hours to use it. It is because that's the way they did the research and the double-blind study and so forth and so on. And actually, my mom is like your dad. I give her glutathione, put it here, and then 1 week passed by. I said, Mom, how many more glutathione do you have? Because I give her 7 for 1 week to check with her. Because at that time, to buy 1 glutathione, I think we are allowed to buy only 1 pack at a time. So, oh no, I'm still having the first one you put here. Oh, Mom, that's too long. And then she stick it out and she have a rash. Right? 7 days, think about it. So we want to use it 12 hours. But to tell you the truth, I use it in the morning. I go back to the hotel, about take shower, and then I remove it. Right? So maybe 15 hours, 18 hours. And then that's it. And usually I put it on my dog or put it on my plants. And the reason, because it's more effective 12 hours. If you use it too long, it becomes skin rash, number 1. And number 2, it will counterproductive the effect of the patch itself. So you want to keep it within 12 to 15 hours or most. 15, 18 hours or most. All right?
Yeah. So I use the term called attenuation mentioned by David Smith. Imagine I enter the washroom. Someone ate a poo, forgot to flush it. It's so smelly. But somehow, people lock me from the outside. 2 hours later, it's no longer smelly to me already. Okay? So this is what David is mentioning. He said, when you put it 12 hours on, 12 hours off, right, it triggers your body in the best way. So your body don't get tired consistently. Okay, so wait 12 hours on and 12 hours off and keep yourself hydrated. So Brother Roy has mentioned this just now. Water is the best conductor. So as you use the patches, it requires the signal traveling between the cell Water is the conductor of the signal. So when your body is dehydrated, if you are drinking a lot of coffee, it doesn't work so well. Like what we see just now in the morning, right? When people take a lot of coffee, the effect doesn't come so fast. So I always encourage people, if you're drinking 1 glass of coffee, additional 2 glasses of water. Okay, this is very important, yeah? Next, consume good carbo and also consume less fruit. Maybe for USA maybe a little different, but in our Asian culture, and I see a lot of people because they're so worried about some disease, they take so much fruits. I can even see people they don't take just normal meal. Morning is salad, lunchtime salad, nighttime only fruits only. These are the people they don't see much changes in life with. It's because in TCM medicine, fruit is mostly cooling in nature. So when you imagine now I'm throwing a rubbish outside of my studio, I have a banana peel and I have a plastic bottle. If I can only throw one rubbish out of my showroom, what is the rubbish I should throw first? Why? Because it rots. So this is how our body works as well. When you eat something cooling, as long as you enter the stomach, your body cannot do other things. I'm forced to come to the stomach to digest the food. And when I digest the food, alamak, this is a very cooling food. I have to warm up the food first. So the energy, the qi, which is supposed to heal the organ like the lung, like the heart, it gets distracted away to go to your stomach. So we have seen a lot of cases about this. Okay, I know what you are thinking, but a lot of people say fruit is good. I had to take a lot of a lot of fruits, a lot of fruit juice, or else I cannot poo. It's not true. I see a lot of customers that after they're stopping the fruits with the patches, the bowel movement become smooth again. Okay, so this is something that it takes some time to educate, but this bear in mind, this is what is going to happen. Okay, and a lot of people they worry about eating white rice. This is also something that is terribly wrong, I think, in Malaysia, because we are learning things from USA. We are learning from the Westerners, the nutritionists, that white rice is not good. We don't want to have a quick carbo. But let's imagine this, right? People from USA, their generation maybe passed that from Indiana. You know the Indiana? What is the raw food? What is their original food source when you are the hunter? You eat meats, right? You don't have the time to grow rice for you to eat. But Asia, we are agriculture races. So we grow our own rice to eat. So we have been eating white rice for centuries. So for those of you who think that your energy is very low, no matter how much pep that you put on, if you are not eating enough, your energy field is not there. So remember, you need to take quality carbo. Okay? So avoid negative ion product. Brother has mentioned, there was one study carried out 3 years ago by UTM, University Technology of Malaysia. She said a lot of negative ion product in Malaysia, they are emitting a higher ionization than the safety level that is already become radioactive. And it has a risk of damaging DNA. And LifeWave patches, we repair DNA. So when you have a product like this, you keep damaging the DNA and we are repairing, you don't see the result. Then you will see, but how come they can still sell like a hot cake? Because the moment you use it, you feel better. Imagine, right? You want me to run fast. You put a tiger in front of me, I can also run fast. But this is a shock condition that I put your body into a shock condition that your body suddenly behave like it's a good state. I believe this is what happened to negative ion product. I think it takes a lot of education about this, but avoid negative ion product. A lot of people say, I spent 20,000 over ringgit for this mattress, I cannot stop it. Then I will say, imagine you buy a biscuit, you forgot to close the lids, then it become lao fong. You know, lao fong already. Do you still eat? Of course I don't want to eat, but expensive, you know. You still want to eat? You want to eat? Same thing like this. So minimum, I will tell my customer, give me 3 months time. Minimum 1 month's time. In this 1 month of using LifeWave product the right way, you will see the result that this 20 years of negative ion that you have never seen. And 100% of the time I succeed. We have even one customer have been using this product, come to the office, say, I used for 5 months, how come no result? Then he said he had been using the blanket of negative ion and said, you stop it, 10 days later you come back. 10 days later he come back with a smiling face. Thank you so much. Now I pass it to my friend to use again. And I always use this technique because your friend say, why so expensive, you give it to me? I found something better. What is this stem cell patch? You want, I try. So this is how we want to educate the people. Okay, I just want to let you know, Malaysia, we are very backward in medical knowledge. We are very backward, and a lot of time the medical information that we get is a lot more filtered already. If you look at, if you go to chemotherapy or any kind of the medical hall, Malaysia is one of the countries we have the highest medical expenses when they talk about the quality per dollar that we spend. So let's change this with migrant countries. So if you have low blood pressure and also low blood count or anemia, it takes some time for you to see result. Why is that so? Because when you have stem cell in your body, it cannot heal the lung first. Okay, now I want to go and heal the lung, so I want to go, but no one carry me. It need a blood to carry me to heal the lung, to heal the heart. So the blood stream is very important. So in the first 3 months to 6 months, X39 activate the stem cell. Stem cell will differentiate into the red blood cell first. It will differentiate into plasma, it become a blood. So that he had the carrier to carry the stem cell to heal your heart. So I've seen a lot of customers when they ask, how come you don't see your blood? I don't see result, I want to refund. Do you have low blood pressure? Yeah, I have. Do you have anemia? Yeah, I have. How come you know? I said, it's like this, it takes some time because you have to build the blood first. How do you know? The first question they ask, do you start to feel that you are not afraid of cold? Yeah. Last time, when I open the aircon, I want to put the blanket, Nowadays, I forgot where I put my blanket already. So this is also an experience. Why? Because as you have more blood flow, you have more blood that carry the warmth, the heat from the heart, your body don't feel so cold anymore. Okay, so this experience. So whatever that I have learned, it might sound complicated, but I simplify into only 6 steps. Okay, so these are the things that I need every one of you when you introduce to your friends, right? These are the 6 factors you have to tell them. When you have these 6 factors, 100% of the time they are going to come back to buy the product with you. Without this, like Malaysia is already one of the country with the highest retention in customer. 70% retention in Malaysia. This is something phenomenal. Even people flying from USA come to Malaysia, they are wowed by our numbers. But I think with this, we go to 100% there.
All right.
Okay, so just now is a 7 classes 6x6. That is in the outer cover. When you open up the cover inside, there are 6 areas of changes that I want you to ask your customers. A lot of time that the customer will say, I don't feel anything. Any one of you have heard customers say like this? Yes. I don't feel anything. A lot of times. Because you suppose can't feel anything unless you are a very sensitive person. But I isolate 6 areas, you will definitely see at least one. Okay? Number 1, sleep quality. A lot of people after using X39, even the first night they sleep like a baby. But also sometimes after using X39, they don't sleep well. Anyone lose your sleep after using X39 or your downline have? Yes, some people, right? So, and I have noticed this after 3-4 years because we do Zoom every night, right? I collect so many Q&A until I found out there's a pattern. When someone has been taking a lot of supplements and medication, when you use X39, it starts to do a liver detox in the middle of the night, which is 11 to 1. Then 1 to 3, and then you can't sleep already. And you feel very energetic, you can't fall asleep. But surprisingly, the next day you wake up, you still feel equally energetic. So this is what we want to tell people. It's normal you don't sleep after using X39, but how do you find the energy tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow my energy is still good. It's because your body is trying to detox in the liver in 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Okay, so this is always the first area. It means we are not saying that 100% they must see positive changes. Even the healing process is also a result. It means that the product is working. It's just that can we give them the explanation that is satisfied or not. The second point is energy level. Any one of you after using X39, you feel very, very energetic? Wow, energetic. Any one of you after using X39, you feel very fatigued, very tired? Have or not? Earlier on, right?
Yeah, the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, the first couple of weeks, you actually feel very tired for a lot, for some people. And what is the reason? Imagine that today there is a wall. Oh, I'm going to paint a new wall, okay? I put a new paint, I paint a new wall. Do you think it's the right thing to do?
No.
Why?
You have to scrape the whole paint first.
I have to scrape the paint first, right? When I scrape the paint, is it more tiring or I put the new paint is more tiring? Is scraping the paint is more tiring? So LifeWave, when I have the stem cell to grow a new cell, I have to first remove the dead cell and old tissue first. Only then I can build in the new cell, right? But this process of removing the damaged tissue costs much more energy than building the new cell. So you feel very tired. So those people who use X39 and you feel tired, right? I guarantee something happened to you is you definitely someone who is very workaholic. You don't rest, right? You don't get sick, right? When you put X39, you have all these kind of symptoms comes up. Okay? Very true, huh? So this is for energy level. So there are some explanation behind this. So for you to take a look. Third is digestion. Anyone after using X39 that you feel your digestion become better, no more bloated stomach? Wow, fantastic! No more bloated stomach. Any one of you immediately after using X39, you feel even more bloated, even more reflux have, right? So why is that so? Normally people like this, right? They definitely have the gastrointestinal problem. Why? It's the same theory. We have a lining of the cell in the stomach lining in order to secrete the hydrochloric acid. The reason you have indigestion is because the quality of the hydrochloric acid that is being secreted is not acidic enough. It's supposed to be pH value 1.0. So what your body need to do, it have to scrape off all the dead tissue to build back the new tissue to secrete the quality gastric juice. Imagine now I'm going to renovate mid belly. Okay? The first thing I do, I'm going to surround the mid belly with some of the partition, right, to avoid people to come in, right? This is the intelligence of our body. It makes you feel bloated, it make you feel discomfort, so you don't eat. While I'm working to fix you, please don't eat anything.
Yeah.
This is how smart our body is. Okay? So this is why when you feel discomfort, we want to give them the reason why. 100% of the time, they will be very satisfied with the answer. Okay? Next, bowel movement. Anyone after using X39, you feel, wow, bowel is so smooth. Anyone? Huh?
Me.
Wow, amazing, right? Okay? So any one of you after using X39, you get even more constipated. Have, right? Any one of you after using X39, you feel even more diarrhea or outside. Anyone? Also feel, right? Imagine, right? How come only one cell reactions, but everyone got different reaction? But this is the beauty of LifeWave. If you come across a product that can detect you how you're going to feel, right? It's definitely not natural. You got pain, eat Panadol, you should no pain, correct or not? If you got autoimmune disease, if you got pain, I try to pump in morphine, I try to pump in a steroid, definitely you have no pain. Because a chemistry is designed to do this. But how come LifeWave, it doesn't give you a fixed result? It's because it merely activate the doctor within, and the doctor within do what it's supposed to do. People who after using LifeWave product X39, and then if you feel that you got diarrhea problem, normally you used to have constipation before. Why? Is that so? You got constipation before? Okay? So why is that so? Because when you have constipation, there are a lot of residual physics and the shit in the intestine. When you have good enough energy, your body try to flush away. Imagine I'm in the intestine. I try to flush away the residual physics to flush it out again. So this is why you start to have diarrhea. But the more diarrhea you have, the rosy cheek you become. Some people after using X39, you got constipation. These are the people have a loose bowel movement before. The intestine, after using X39, he has enough energy to absorb the water again. So sometimes it over-absorbs, it hardens the physics, you become a symptom of constipation. But it's okay. After a few days, 1 week or two, sometimes it will get better. After that, you have a complete smooth bowel already. Hassan, you keep on note like this, you also happen like this?
My big problem.
You big problem. Okay, you can share a little bit to us.
Huh?
Yeah, standing here is okay.
Since I was 15 years old, I was a sportsman.
Yeah,
Okay, I told him Langkawi and everything.
yeah.
Since then, I can tahan I don't shit for 4 days. One.
Yes.
Wow. I thought because I got very long intestine.
Okay.
But then if I outside, I outside also.
Yeah.
I go to extremes. You know?
Yeah.
So ever since I use this 2 months already, every morning, la la la, you know. I go down to the submarine there.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing, right? So this is how life works. Okay, no matter which extreme you are, right? If you always got diarrhea, doctor will give you certain medication. If you got constipation, like doctor give you certain kind of medications, right? But in life, no matter who you are, one X39 because we only balance and restore. Okay? So one, nail growth, hair growth, skin complexion, you have to take photo. Last but not least, if you have people who are low blood pressure or anemia, after using LifeWave product, the first changes, yeah, I don't so afraid of cold. Last time when I'm in the room, I need to wear a jacket. No, I don't need to wear a jacket. Why?
Yeah.
It's because your blood circulation is better. This is the first sign of change for people who got low blood count, low blood pressure. Learn something? So imagine that every new member, they are all told about this before they started the product. Do you think the retention is going to get higher?
Yes.
Do you think your customer is going to love your service? Do you think you are going to become more authoritative, more reliable? So let us do LifeWave the right way. Okay, this is the most important thing, because whatever we go out there, we present the LifeWave images. Okay? Now, yes, any questions, right?
I've always got a question. After using the LifeWave, I noticed that I know it's because of metabolism, but
Yeah.
I sweat double, triple.
Right.
It's like a little bit of heat outside, I'll sweat.
Right.
That's all. It's
Yeah.
like everybody saying, hey, why are you sweating like non-stop? Is it having palpitation? And
Yeah.
I said, no, it's just sweat, that's all.
Yeah. Do you have difficulty sweating previously?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yeah, consider a kind of, but
yeah.
I sweat double.
Yeah. So you see, this is something also. You can see every time when your body try to do adjustments, right? It always do something your body cannot used to do before. We have a lot of customers before using the product that they cannot sweat. Okay, maybe Sana can sweat, but it's not as good as other people. But when you use the LifeWave product, how come Sana has sweat so much? Because he has been trying to count out of all the things supposed to be sweat out for the past 20 years. Okay? So it takes some time. Don't worry. So far learn something, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so now we go to the next section that I require Brother Roy.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I can request someone to off the light for me on the left hand side. Yeah, all the three. Yeah, all the three.
Oh.
Okay, you look back at this, right? Okay,
Yeah.
wait first, Okay, yeah. Okay, okay.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. So first of all, I have to contribute this book to Brother Roy, and I just say like this: the beauty of this business is we always pass down knowledge. Okay, I don't learn like this from the air. I learn this from Brother Roy, and when Brother Roy first come, like he always mentioned, right? Even at the 3 a.m., this guy still keep following me. I even fly all the way to Philippines. Okay, from the launch of Philippines, right? So from his testimony and his way of catching people, and then with my few experience in Malaysia, I've identified sometimes if you use the right patch at the right location, it can achieve a quick fix.
Yeah.
So this is what I call the 18 quick fix protocol. We call 降龙十八掌. If you can master these a few critical acupuncture points, you can save a lot of people just like this. And all these, I never felt before. Yesterday, we have one Meredith, the senior vice president from USA. He was coughing in the middle of presentation. Second time we said, "Good time, put it there." She was so surprised. Yeah, I don't stop. I can stop coughing immediately. So these are the things that we want to advocate. We want you to equip with certain knowledge of TCM. What is the major acupuncture that we use? For example, if you have a friend got acid reflux, oh, don't worry, I'm going to give you this, you put it there, immediately it will be done. They put, yeah, I feel better now. How? Hey, Jinglong, I'm going for long driving, but I get tired very easily. Can you tell me what to do? Put. Really, I can drive non-stop, 3 to 4 hours. Hey, Jinglong, I feel that every time I go to the boat ride, I feel very motion sickness, Okay, you give you one set. Wow, I come back without motion sickness, Don't you think we are going to get our friend really excited about this technology?
Yeah.
Right? So for the past 4 years, I have summarized those protocol that can give a quick fix in a very short amount of time. So I'm glad that today I present my homework to Brother Roy. So I will let Brother Roy to use his story to explain each of the acupuncture points. Okay, Brother Roy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come.
All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. This is really amazing that Brother Lee had put on together. I didn't know, but I noticed when he went and followed me everywhere, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and I was like, this guy is keep writing notes. I didn't know that he took the notes to the detail. Unbelievable. Okay.
Okay, the first one is the memory. Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Or maybe I will click for you.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, the first one is to improve the memory
Ah,
with
there
the
you go.
carnosine at the top of the head.
GV20, they call it.
GV20, yeah.
The reason carnosine is so powerful because you found the dual peptide carnosine in your brain, in your skeleton, and also in your heart. So this is really improving your memory when you put one carnosine right on top of GV20. And well, okay, next.
Okay, I have one story to share. So you know sometimes right, there are some mothers, the daughter is going for SPM for study history, right? Mama, I cannot remember, history is so many facts. You know what they do? We put a patch on, he suddenly can remember everything.
That's right.
And then now, because of the SPM, right? So right before the SPM, the whole class is patching the carnosine the night before. Okay? And what I heard from the mother, the sejarah with the history result improved a lot because of the patch. Okay?
Wow.
Amazing, right?
That is amazing.
So this
All right.
carnosine,
Yeah.
Question on that. Do you use it when they're studying or just for the exam?
he only study, during study then he'll put it on. Only for history. Other than that, he don't need to put, only for history. Okay. Is
All
that
right.
it? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next. Well, go back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. My son at that time was 15 years old, still in high school, and he went to the magnet school. Do you know what magnet school is?
Okay.
In America, when you are smart, they send the kids to magnet school. So you're competing with all the smart dudes. Smart kids are in that class. So he graduated. 4.0 is amazing A, right? I think he graduated 4.78. So it's beyond A. In one of his classes is so many memorization of, I think it was organic chemistry, if I'm not mistaken. So many KMNO4 plus the H2O and all that kind of stuff. I said, wow, this is a lot of formula I'm going to memorize. So I put the brain protocol on him. Carnosine and energy enhancer. He awoke and memorized everything and he aced the test. And even the teacher said, he even remember the most complicated formula. It's like 3 lines all the way to the detail. That is how amazing these patches can do to your kids. Yeah. And my son like, Daddy, I remember everything. Well, that's good. Because I was still skeptic about LiveWave, right? The last 18 years, I tried to prove that LiveWave doesn't work, but I fail every day. So, all right, next.
Yeah, so remember, so the reason I guide you all this is, for example, you have a friend's daughter is going for examination. Hey, I heard your children is going for examination. I heard this pack can improve the memory. You want to try it out now, okay? They might become a very interested people, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Now,
Also
okay.
for old age,
Young also, okay.
Parkinson or
I carnosine is good for Parkinson.
That's also good.
Okay, so the second is for indigestion, acid reflux, and also bloating. We learn this, right? You know, a lot of times when we are in having a presentations, right? Anyone is the beneficiary of carnosine for the bloated stomach, acid reflux? Anyone? Ah, fantastic, right? 6 finger above the belly button for carnosine. Now let Brother Rex explain.
All right. That meridian point known as CV12. So it's about 4 kun above your navel. And if you put carnosine there, it's something amazing is going to happen. It stops the reflux on creating more acid. And usually you're going to be stopped burping and all that. And actually that is being stopped almost instantaneously. And I've seen this actually. My wife was having a lot of acid reflux in the beginning, and we were able to put carnosine, and she was totally fine. And she still don't believe it because she's a medical doctor. All right, heart palpitation and panic attack. Let's see what meridian is that. Heart 7. Okay, so when you have heart attack or palpitation, or even irregular heartbeat, you want to put the carnosine right on heart 7 or even on top of your heart. My wife have irregular heartbeat, AFib, and she tried to medicate herself for many years, but still having, my heart, what happened? it beats so fast. So I try to listen. It's scary, you know. And she's such a petite lady. So, you know, many times I put carnosine right on top of her heart or on her heart 7. And the result is quite amazing. It took her 1 year to acknowledge that. The first 3 months, I said, I haven't heard you complain about your semi-heart attack, I call it. Yeah, I don't pay attention. And then the second 3 months, she said like, huh, let me pay more attention. So after 1 year, I said, any other excuse? Yeah, I think it works. It's hard for her to admit that these patches really work, being a medical doctor. So yes, this is an amazing patch to remember in case of emergency. There's one crazy story that I want to share with you. I was in a church, finished the service. One guy, he's a black guy, met an Indonesian girl. He used to be like the leader of the gang, and he used a lot of drugs, you know, illegal drugs. So he has his kidney problem. Because he has his kidney problem, many times he collapsed in the church. But that day, not only collapsed, but his mouth is bubbly, foaming, that's the right word. And my pastor called 911 right away. I rent my car, get my patches, now I'm start patching him. And after 5 minutes maybe, the ambulance arrived, and this guy already walked around. And he's like, oh, we have ambulance, somebody having a problem here? We call it for you, brother. It's crazy. This guy didn't even know that the pastor called for him, but he was well within 5 minutes. Heart attack. He's in the middle of heart attack, and we were able to convert it. So this technology is really, really amazing. All right, next.
Yeah, so the speedway gate is your pinkish finger, and the crease around here. Okay, so my story is that we have one customer in the middle of the night, the heart started to palpitate. So he was very scary. Husband, can you help me to call the ambulance? And then before they are able to call, the wife said, hey, I heard about the carnosine can put at the speedway gate. He put a carnosine. When the husband come over, oh, no need to call already. I recovered.
Wow.
Less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. For the acid reflux, when I was in Singapore, you know, my family doesn't really like direct sales, okay, including my father friends. So when I tell them that I'm doing LifeWave and I'm quitting the civil engineer job in Singapore, they were saying, are you okay? So because they are thinking that you get a good pay in Singapore, I say, we have a product that really can help the world and change the world. I say, yeah, these patches, yes, and things like this. I say, okay, I can't convince you, doesn't matter, we'll wait. Who knows, 5 minutes later, you know, the lady said, oh, he got acid reflux, the gastric pain. Oh, I said, what happened to you? I was a bit, okay, something I can do already. Oh, what happened to you? Wait, he's looking for medication. He said he got a gastric pain. Oh, wait. When he's looking for the medication, I have carnosine already. Now, you 6 finger above belly button, I put it there. Okay, you still can continue to look for the medication. Okay. Normally, he said, normally the gastric pain like suddenly explode like this. Now it's like only this. Don't want to explode, you know. Yeah, very fast. From the day over, he become my loyal customer today. Right? Because of the one patch. So this is why this is going to help, because nowadays a lot of people got gastric pain.
Yeah.
They take a lot of painkillers just for the gastric pain. LifeWave is going to help these people.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah. So next is this is a good question. You know, sometimes, right, we use Eon and IceWave, it doesn't work as well, and then we will use the carnosine for the ligament, tendon, or nerve damage. So what is the reason that we have to use carnosine, and what is the thing that to do for carnosine and nerve damage?
Well, carnosine is also well known to help people with all the cognitive function.
Yeah.
Cognitive means, you know, all the nerve and all the brain that we have. I use carnosine every day now. Before I only use it like when I play badminton, because it improved my stamina by 125% and stopped the buildup of lactic acid. You do not want to get tired when you play badminton, right? So this is really great for helping people that have nerve damage, and if you have problem with your ligaments as well. And one of the meridian point here, what meridian is this?
I put at the point of pain.
What's that?
Yeah, I put at the point of pain.
Oh, at the point of pain. Okay. So wherever the pain is, I guess you want to place it at that point, specifically pain. You want to put the carnosine on top. But on nerve damage, my mom, when she was 80, maybe 87, 88, I noticed that she started experiencing a little bit of the symptom of dementia, right? So I said, oh, Mom, what is going on with you? So I definitely put carnosine on her brain, and I put energy, and I put other things. And within maybe 6 weeks, she go back to normal. And she didn't even know what I did, right? So it is good to know all this and the function of each patch. Read it, and then when you're interested, memorize it, and then you become really good. When you become good with the knowledge of the patches, it will really help you. Like Brother Jin Long was helping his uncle or his auntie while they're having the acid reflux attack. You know, you gotta know it right away.
Yeah, okay, and this one is my favorite. So whenever I see someone who say, oh, my son fall down, have a big open wound, what should I do? I will immediately put 3 carnosine around the wounds. You'll be surprised if someone is young, within 12 hours time, you can see a new layer of skin form up already. 3 carnosine around the wound. So Brother Rod?
Yeah. Brother Jin Long is really nice here, because what I did is I call it the Phoenix Protocol. Instead of 3, I put 4. I put 4 carnosine around an open wound. And literally, somebody that have diabetic in the Philippines, he's the owner of Ocean Restaurant. He got amputated, he doesn't have a toe, but after they cut it, the open wound cannot heal after 2 months. So I told him, wow, it smells so bad. It smells so bad. I was like, oh, yo. And then he opened up the wound. I don't really like to see it, but I try to be polite. So I said, okay, sir. So I take a deep breath, and I start putting 4 carnosine around it, and then he covered it again with the bandage. So I asked him, do you have pain? Oh, very painful. Alamak. I get one more ice water and put it on top of the gouge. And then I asked him a minute later, how do you feel? I feel that all the throbbing pain and all the, in Indonesian we call it senut. You know throbbing pain? Mendenyut. Hilang. Completely gone. Oh, I'm glad. So do this every day. And I went to Singapore from the Philippines. And I got a text from him. You know what, Brother Roy? This is the 3rd day, 3 days later. All my open wound that was wet, and being cut wet, it's all closing already. 3 days. I'm like, wow, that's good. So his ownership is still on until today. So it was good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So okay, the sensitivity to light and glare. Nowadays, a lot of people, I have this sensitivity to light. When they look at the very bright sources, they will start to have sore. Okay, they start to have sour. They start to have teary, right? And in our experience, we put a carnosine just around the problematic eyes. The moment you put this, 10 seconds, ask her to look at the light again. You say, hey, how come I don't feel the sore anymore? We have one cases that happened outside the office. We say, you look at the light first. Okay, look. Oh, I cannot. It's very pinching. We put a carnosine at the eye, and then you look at this. Hey, it's already 10 seconds. Yeah, I don't feel so much sore. You know what I do next? I come into the room, I open even bigger light. Then you look at the bigger light. Yeah, I don't feel the sore so much already.
Oh.
So this is how fast carnosine work for nerve, and nerve is always around our eye. Okay?
Yeah.
By the way, you have a thing to add for the
Yeah, we do. Actually, well, he's my employee. Actually, he works in my office, in my engineering office, and he has this problem. Always feel it's too bright everywhere. So his office is so dim. I mean, the light is not like regular office light. A lot of our employees call it, we're gonna go to Brother Ken's dark room. Yeah, because his office is so dark, he cannot handle the light. So I put a little bit more than one carnosine, but I think within the same day, he was able to open the window of the side of his office. He can handle the sunlight.
Wow.
And I was like, And I was brand new distributor. I was like, wow, this. I put it eye protocol, ice wave and carnosine, and he was able to see the light. And now his office is normal with regular lights. But yeah, the patches works amazing.
Yeah, and then for nose bleeding, so every time when someone said, oh, my son got nose bleeding, okay, put a carnosine in the nose. Immediately stop. If he said, I try everything, I try like this, cannot work, put carnosine, immediately stop. Yeah, right, nose bleeding.
Well, again, this is more simple and straightforward. I usually put more than one carnosine if it is nose bleeding. I'm a very, what do you call that? Generous patient. We usually put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it stopped, boom, immediately. And people look at me, wow, what is these patches? And, but this is better. I want to try one next time.
Yeah. Right, so nose bleeding work very fast. Okay. Okay, so this is for long distance driving. We have a lot of members, sometimes got meeting, they come all the way from JB, they drive all the way to Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so they always mention to me, I said, when you come, put energy enhancer at the temple, and then you don't need to stop for coffee already. I said, really? Every time when drive from Johor, it's 3 hours drive, they have to stop to rest their eyes, drink some coffee, right?
Right.
After putting energy enhancer, one straight, arrive KL.
I have a lot of great story on this.
Yeah.
How many of you know Rick DeLuca? I came with him all the time.
Yeah.
He always come to my office or home and drive is about 6 hours from his house. And on the way back, usually stop coffee or tea or whatever, and usually he stopped 2-3 times. So I did a complete energy enhancer on this and a couple other more. So he drove 6 hours straight of going home because the next morning he has to do a presentation. So this thing really works and keep you really alert and awake.
Yeah, and I just now Brother Roy mentioned about this. The son going for the exam, right? To remember, he put an energy enhancer and carnosine, right? Why he add on energy enhancer is because it improve your eye such that you can have a very extended period of focus. Okay, so this is why I'm trying to break it down into part by part why we do things and what are the patches. So the second is the difficulty in breathing and shortness of breath. So just now, but maybe you repeat again your son cases.
Oh, yeah.
Asthma. Yeah.
My son had asthma for 15 years. I think my wife already tried to change the medication for his inhaler, but after 3 or 4 changes, still having the inhaler, and many, there was 2 Christmas that I ended up in the hospital with him because it was cold and he cannot breathe. So I had to bring him so that they hook up with the nebulizer and he can breathe again. During his weightlifting class, he was able to only pull 162 pounds. So I told him, Josh, I do not believe this video because Ronnie Coleman said that he can do 60 or 70 pounds more better than his previous one. I want to try it on you, Josh, during your weightlifting class. And I said, okay, Daddy, come. So I came, 162 his max at 15 years old. I put 5 pounds, 172. 1, 2, 3. No problem. I was like, wow. If you weight lift, usually you add 1 pound and 1 pound and you push. Even that is very hard because you're already maximum. Joshua at 5 pound and 5 pound, no problem. I said, wow. Can you handle another 5 and 5? Let's do it. 5, 182. 1, 2, 3. I was like, 20 pounds, matter of a couple of minutes. So I said, I want to push my luck. Josh, let's do one more. How about that? Okay, let's do it. I put 5 and 5, 192. He was able to push one. On the second push, he was struggling, so I lifted to the bench. After that day, he never had his asthma anymore. So I called David. First, I talked to my wife, and my wife said, kebetulan. Everything is kebetulan with her.
How was it?
Kebetulan is like by coincidence.
Coincidence.
That's right. So I asked David Schmidt, oh Roy, actually that is a perfect spot. You put it on Langwon like in the brochure, and Langwon will open the channel, and that's why I was able to do it, and that's why he doesn't have asthma anymore. One application, glutathione, glutathione and energy enhancer. How do you explain that to a medical doctor? The medical doctor think that you're nuts, right? So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Where was the glutathione?
A CD70.
In the middle of the
Oh.
chest, yeah. So I know something about energy enhancer, yeah. So if you look at the sportmen who using lightweight patches, right? Those sportmen, he used a lot of moving of lower body. He always put at the lower body. But you see David Beckham, right? He put here, right? So anything that is regarding to improve your breathing, even for a cardiovascular intensive exercise, right? We put energy enhancer at the last one. Okay, and we have one case like this. So the son come to my office right in front of here. He's 19 years old. He said, you know, asthma people, right? The asthma attacks start to happen. I say, okay, maybe I need to bring you to clinic. Jinglong, where is the clinic? I think somewhere around here. But before you go, let me put on you first. They go to the car. Ding dong, come back again. Why? No stop already.
Wow.
Then we continue to talk. Immediate, you know. From day onwards, he put S39, no more asthma already. Okay? He's a chronic, until 19 years old still with asthma means he's very chronic already. Now no more. Okay?
Wow, amazing.
And I think, and let me share with you something about lung also. During MCO, there's one Indian, they come in, they say, I want to quit smoking. What can you do for me? I said, okay, I'm going to put energy enhancer on you. Can you lit up half of your cigarette first? This one I learned from Badaro also. You lit up first, okay, I lit up first. Okay? Oh, very nice, yeah? The moment I put energy enhancer, and then he tried to smoke again, cigarette no taste at all. Amazing, no taste at all. And then later on, I'm going to explain to you, it's because the energy enhancer try to dispel it faster, right? So when you want to go in, it dispel out, so you don't feel the taste. The moment we put glutathione here, he smells again. He said, ooh, he immediately threw away the cigarette. He said, how come it becomes so awful for the cigarette? Okay, it was immediate. So this lung one, when you put it here, is a fantastic spot for anything that related to lung and breathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is a non-chronic ringing in the ear.
Ah.
Yeah, so maybe Brother Roy can explain this.
Okay. I did more patching than this. This is amazing. Ringing in the ear is very irritating because you feel like somebody is singing in your ear all the time. Either left or right or both. There was one black gentleman came to my office. I think it was the Alhambra office, and I was able to get his ringing in the ear in a matter of 5 minutes. And he helped me, and he signed up right away as a diamond because we were able to get rid of that irritating noise in his ear. That is how powerful these patches are. It creates this, especially, I noticed that for people that is above 40 that used to love to swim a lot before, I noticed that, I don't know what happened, maybe during the swimming, some water come in the ear, and that create the ringing in the ear. I'm not sure, but for sure the balance of somebody is not balanced, not that balanced anymore, so that it creates this ringing in the ear. So our patches are so amazing, but I put more than one. This is great. I want to try that one piece. Go ahead, Rory.
Yeah, so we have a lot of cases, right? So sometimes in the middle of the Zoom meetings, right? Hey, Jinglong, I have a ringing sound, what can I do? Okay, you take out energy enhancer. Don't need to take off, don't even need to peel off the papers, right? You put it on here. Okay, wait for 10 minutes, okay? They say wait for 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, the ringing of the ear stopped. But the reason why I talk about non-chronic ringing in the ear, because some people, they have the chronic ringing in the ear is because of the kidney is too weak. The one is going to take sometimes, okay? But those people who are maybe sometimes it's a jet lag or something, those non-chronic, we put it here, it get addressed very fast, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that David mentioned to me was If it is chronic, you want to put glutathione right on the earlobe. You want to clip the glutathione patch right here.
Well, it's ready. It's ready. Yeah. For the
Okay.
ringing in the ear, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Clip the glutathione, the lobes, okay,
Yeah.
I understand. That's something.
Like a earring.
Yeah, that earring.
I like it really right.
Okay, fever. I can say a lot of mothers, the reason they believe in LifeWave product is through their children. We have a lot of customers, he take a lot of medications, a lot of medication for, especially for high fever. One doctor cannot, the medication finish up, he go to the second doctor. When he come across energy enhancer, put it here, half an hour, the fever will come down. Okay? But the key is, after maybe 5 to 6 hours, the fever might come out again. It's because the energy in the patches it wear off already. So for the cases like this, you have to keep changing. Don't need to keep it to 12 hours, just keep using it, doesn't matter. Okay? Fever works every time. Okay, Brother Roy?
Oh, I have a great story for this.
Yeah.
Before I came here, my son Joshua asked, Daddy, let's go for summer vacation. So my daughter, one goes to school and the other one is working. So only my son, his family, my in-law, so my wife, me, and the rest of their gangs. My youngest, Sexton, our grandson, was feverish when we landed in Hawaii. So he was cranky and all that. So I asked him, what happened to your son? I don't know, Daddy, I think he have heat. So I checked, was 104. So like, oh my God, this is too high. So I said, give it to me. I don't even ask the permission of the parents. Because 104 is dangerous for a baby, yeah? So I did the glutathione, Ice Wave Brown on the left, on lung 7, and then I put Ice Wave on here and I put glutathione on there. That night, no cranky, no crying, sleep well, in the morning, wake up, already happy kid. It's amazing. My son, who's making money in LifeWave, still do not believe 100%. So sometimes, Daddy, okay, now it's time to prove it to everybody else because your in-law is here too. So I prove it in front of my in-law. Actually, the guy, Pasugi, signed up that night. I mean, the next following day. Wow, it works like that. Huh? Yeah, Pasugi, I've been telling you this. But now I see it live. You know, the kids was feverish, put patch, wake up healthy. So we got my in-law signed up too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So I think sometimes I also quite surprised how come David knows so much about acupuncture point. Because when he select the acupuncture points, right, one is on the nerve, which is the large intestine, to dispel all the heat, and then also for the lung 9 or lung 7, like what brother has mentioned, to really channel the chi out. So do you have a question? Why our Mr. David knows so much about acupuncture point? He's Angmo, you know, but he knows so much about Chinese medicine. Why?
Well, actually, he has a business in Taiwan. He actually speaks Chinese a little bit. I think better than me. And then he learned acupuncture. And many of you do not know, I'm going to tell you a little secret about David. I'm pretty good with my Qigong, right? If you feel me, well, if anybody knows Qigong, you will know. But David Qigong is crazy. His hand, my hand is pretty hot. I touch you, you feel my heat,
Whoa.
right?
Wow.
David, you feel like Iron Pat. Seriously. I was having dinner with him and we were discussing about Qigong. So we do our Buddha style sitting down and oh my God, I feel his energy like crazy. So there are many people who do not know that David understands Qigong and martial arts and he learned acupuncture in Taiwan. That's why he know all these acupuncture. All right.
Amazing. So you all, if you want to try how hot is David Smith hands, you go to Orlando.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, motion sickness. I every time it works. Let's say there was one time we are going to Phuket Island. So one red partner, she started to have dizziness and motion sickness. She keep vomiting, you know. She keep vomiting, and then she had a lie like this. So I put energy enhancer at the P6.
Yeah.
Okay. 10-15 minutes later, she can immediately walk out and start to talk already. From that onwards, right, everyone when they go to travel overseas, I said remember to prepare a set of energy enhancer.
Yeah.
A lot of customer put in the wallet. He go to travel, right? Come back, he said he pay off for my gold package already. Because for that one pair energy enhancer help a lot of people with motion sickness. Okay, so
Yeah. So one of my downline traveling to the Philippines, and the person sitting next to her was having some motion sickness. And if people that have motion sickness, want to vomit but not vomiting, so she got irritated a little bit. So I can help you with your motion sickness. Are you ready to pay me $50? So the Indian lady that is usually kedekut, somehow her pain was unbearable. So okay, I'll pay you $50. So, okay lah. So she put the energy enhancer on, and she felt great and sleep all the way. By the time we reached the Philippines, give me 3 more sets. So 4 sets, she make $200, and your cost is murah, only $2, right? So you can really make money that way too.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is my favorite sport. So I always meet some of the elderly, like 80 over years old. Auntie said, I got no strength, my leg got very weak, my leg very heavy, cannot lift up, right? He go to acupuncture, go to DCM, but he always focus on the knee. It's not right. The core issue, the weakness, lie at the lower back. So we always try to put the most painful spot at lower back. We put energy enhancer. One customer, 85 years old, okay? After patch the energy enhancer, she go all the way Omi Valley, non-stop, come back home, Kim mother. So I go all the way Omi Valley, come back while holding the groceries, they look at me. Say, hey auntie, how do you feel? How do I feel? Hey, today I go Omi Valley and buy grocery, no pain,
Wow.
This is immediate also, energy enhancer.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Jilu, question can.
Come.
I tried that because I saw your video.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you're pasting on your own,
Yeah.
one up and one down.
Yeah.
Is that still
It's
okay?
okay, it's okay,
Still
it's okay, it's okay. I think the most important things is after so many energy enhancer protocol, right, it is to tell you energy enhancer create the kind of polarity to improve the chi circulation around the region. So when you have a weak lower back, we put the energy enhancer, it improve the chi circulation, it start to have the better strength to control the knee. Okay? Okay, next. Constipation for energy enhancer at stomach 25, right? Yeah, stomach 25. Okay?
This really works.
Come, you try.
Many of my downline, some of you texted about constipation. The period stomach 25, stomach 36 I always use is really great to help you to digest better. But to help you a little bit better, maybe you can have some selassie. What is the English word? Chia seed.
Just it.
Yes.
Use chia seed and cranberry juice to add. You flush everything, right?
Yeah, the reason I say constipation for people above 60 years old, right? Because sometimes the constipation for young people is not because their intestine is lazy. It's because they got so many toxins in the body of the fast food. You put glutathione, the belly button for constipation, it won't wonder the next day. But a lot of time we are facing elderly with 60, 70 years old. They say, I cannot shit. Then you put glutathione, it doesn't work so well. It's because the intestine, the contraction is getting very weak already. When you put energy enhancer in this area again, improve the energy flow, improve the activity, you can squeeze the shit out of it. Okay, so this is energy enhancer. Okay, so I think Brother Red has a lot of things to share with his high blood pressure. So kidney one is one of the major points that we love to use. Okay, in TCM we have this saying, it's called 上病下治. Anything that related to the upper body, we try to look for the spot at the lower body.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything that high blood pressure, okay, you feel very dizzy, you put at the bottom of the feet, it gets a lot better. We have one customer came here, her name is he came here in my shop and said, wow, Jing Long, you have nice showroom, yeah? I'm so happy. And then she said, that time in the meeting you mentioned about high blood pressure you put at the bottom of the feet. Yeah, I tried. And then they measure, they put it on. Wow, really? The blood pressure slowly dropped to healthy level. energy enhancer at the bottom of the feet. Okay, let Brother Roy explain a bit more.
Yeah, we have 12 major organs. Every medical condition that we have are associated with your organs. So if you have high blood pressure, you're dealing with your kidney and with your heart. That's why actually the protocol for high blood pressure, you want to energize on kidney 1 and heart 3. My mom was using 2 medications for her high blood pressure. Even with 2 medications, she was still around 150, 160, 170 at the top, systolic, and the diastolic is still 90, 100. So I was telling my wife, this is not right. Using 2 drugs and still so high. What can we do? That's all we can do. I said, okay. So that's why I learned TCM. And I learned and learned and learned, and I said, okay, Mom, you're gonna be my guinea pig again. I put energy enhancer and on heart 3 and kidney 1. I think within 7-8 weeks, her blood pressure, she's still taking the medication. Just keep dropping and dropping until about 100/60. This is already a little bit low. So I said, Mom, don't use it every day. And so she was averaging about 120/70, which is very good. And then actually the point of kidney 1 also helping people that have vertigo, and my mom had vertigo. So I get rid of 3 medication because I was patching right there.
Yeah.
So this is very powerful point.
Yeah, this very powerful points. So sometimes you like, I think we have even member here, he close people by using energy enhancer, putting at the feet.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, it's okay. We will do something in the demo. When you put energy enhancer just on top of the feet, right, that person becomes so rooted that he can hardly fall. But the moment, I want to clarify, right, remember the position of the right hand left. You don't look at the photo, okay, so this one is the right, so this one is the brown, right? Your body becomes so much weaker. Okay, can you explain this? Why energy enhancer white must be right and tan must be left?
Okay.
Yeah.
Our body have polarity. Normal people, right side are positive, left side is negative, so yin and yang. Or top part are positive, downward is negative. If you look at cartilage protocol, why they do it per leg. So on the outer right and the outer left are positive. So everything have a polarity. And what Jin Long said, I think I did it in Singapore here, I forgot. I did a muscle test. Roy, he has no pain, no sleep problem, everything is healthy. How do we sell this technology to him? Do a muscle test. Have you done muscle testing?
Oh, we do something similar.
Okay,
Yeah, something similar.
so that's the way you can sell the technology to people who are very healthy.
Yeah.
Do the muscle test and you can see how powerful are these energy patches are. I was in Las Vegas with Dr. Stephen Healthy Warner and David, and I was in a hurry. We have about 1 hour to go home, take a shower, and jump to the big meeting. I placed the energy enhancer, white left, brown right. In the middle of the meeting, I was like, oh, I'm so sleepy. And then Dr. Stephen Roy, what's wrong with you? How come you're falling asleep like that? I don't know, I'm sound asleep. Check the polarity of the patches you place. So I look, oh my God, it reversed, so I reverse it back. Okay.
Yeah.
And thank God Dr. Stephen was there, otherwise I would not know. Because it would be embarrassing doing a presentation and fall asleep. Right? And that's why. So it is important, the polarity, otherwise you really become tired. In fact, one guy that I just signed up in Jakarta, he is focusing on the school kid who are super hyperactive,
Okay.
running around like crazy. So they reverse the polarity.
Oh.
The kid become calmer
I see.
and settle down very nicely. But I don't like to see that approach because it might reverse many different things in the
I
body.
see. I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I think one thing good to add on is this. Imagine we have a product like this. He knows exactly how your body energy system works for the polarity. And the moment you switch it over, you get weak. And this product is invented 20 years ago. So we can see how advanced Liveway actually is.
Yeah.
Okay, now next. Oh, food poisoning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, I like to eat siham, right? I like to eat siham. Okay. Sometimes I look at the road store, the siham I know it's dirty, but I said don't worry lah, I got glutathione lah. I really like to eat siham. So I need to see how with the calamansi and the chilies oh my god, it start to pain already. I just put glutathione there, in the middle of night, you go boom, 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 next day healthy again, I can eat again. Okay, so a lot of time when I see some young children, right, you go doctor again and again for food poisoning, keep on bangsai, right? Like bangsai for 3 days, 4 days, already dehydrated, right? It nothing work. You put glutathione 1 night only.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night or the next day morning, right, you will say, bah, 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 keep coming out, very smelly, after that all done. Okay, whatever you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I used glutathione, I think I'm using like 2 weeks or so. And then one afternoon, I usually don't go to the bathroom number 2 in the middle of the afternoon. But that day I cannot hold it anymore. It's like, what happened to me? So I went to the bathroom in my office, and I think the whole tummy is in the toilet bowl. I mean, I literally fill up my toilet bowl. I was like, what is going on with me? Everything is out. So, I called David, is something wrong with the patch? What is wrong with you, Roy? Nothing wrong with the patch. Because I went number 2 and fill up my toilet bowl. That means you hit the point, or your maximum point, where everything is being clean and detoxed. I had never done that again, but that's one time I remember. I should have taken the picture, but I don't think like that. I literally fill up. I was like, wow, what is this? It's actually, it made me lose at least 5 pounds during that one exercise. It's crazy. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And recently we have one customer, I think she shared, Karen, right? She shared at the her son has some problem, okay, and then after using X39 only, right, the shit filled out the whole bowel, the
Wow.
whole toilet bowl. And then what it says, so X39, glutathione can elevate 300% of glutathione level. Actually, it's higher than that because it's limited by the medical device. X39 can elevate 40%. So X39 itself, it also can activate glutathione peptide.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we go to coughing and prevent airborne infection. Okay. I think this is my grandmom's favorite. My grandma was 94 years old. So last year during the COVID-19 getting very popular, so the family got COVID. And then my grandmom also got COVID. So they get very worried. Then they cannot feed them with any kind of medications, right? So we put the glutathione over here and that time put X39 at the back of the neck. The rest of the relative but my grandma like like this. Okay, glutathione at the throat. Okay, so Father Roy, I think this is also a favorite, right?
Yeah, actually we proved it yesterday to
Yeah,
Meredith. And when you have sore throat, you add 2 more glutathione on your stomach night and put another glutathione right here on CV2122. Maybe I had sore throat 3 or 4 times during the COVID time, but I get rid of it in 15 minutes just using 3 glutathione. Powerful stuff.
Where's the 3? Here?
Stomach 9. Yeah, stomach 9 and CV2122. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about swollen tonsillitis?
Swollen what?
Tonsillitis.
Tonsillitis. Okay. Swollen is the key word here. You want to use Eon, maybe Eagle Claw Protocol. All right. 5 Eon. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. For tonsillitis, we have customer with glutathione also helps a lot. Yeah. So I remember the second time when I met Brother Roy, we eat at the restaurant. We might put our patch there.
Yeah.
So because I speaking too much to do presentation on live wave, right? I already know sound, So I said, Brother Roy, what can I do? How many glutathione you have? We put all. Singles, then I put all. The next day my sound come back.
Yeah.
Amazing, Okay.
That's true.
So now we go to the next one. It's the red eye. Oh, okay.
How many is all?
Huh?
How many is all?
I think it's more than 7 to 8 patches of good eye. Okay. So now we talk about red eye. Sometimes we see some of the friends, right? They have a lot of blood capillary in the eye that become very red, right? So Eon and Carnosine works, but for me, when you put ice wave at the temples, you can literally count down, 1 to 3 minutes time. you will see the blood vessels starting to subside. Okay,
Yeah,
and we have one customer is like this. The eye alignment already means like this. One eyeball look like this, one eyeball look like this. Look at the other side.
Wow.
When we put the eyes wave, less than 10 minutes like this, the eyeball can go back to align already by putting eyes wave. Yeah, you have a story about this?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yep.
I was in Banjarmasin, Indonesia. 150 people in the room. I was with Dr. Teddy, and I was like a year or 2 years in Lightweight, not knowing much. So I always look for back pain, maybe a little headache. But this old lady that sit in the front was following me, asked me to patch because she is blind on her left eye. I said, well, how do you patch left eye? So I'm thinking, right? And then, while I was walking and patching others, I came back to the stage, want to explain about the protocol. The presentation of the product, I was done. And again, sir, how come you don't patch me? Oh, you're blind now. And I'm a new distributor, and my upline never trained me. But I know the product very well. I know IceWave will turn down inflammation. I know IceWave will send a signal to cooling down. And I know carnosine is going to be great for the eyes. So I put IceWave here and carnosine there. So I start again, like explaining. And then she raised her hand again. I said, oh my God, now what? Sir, I can open my eyes. Wow, I saw it there. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Come. I put her in the middle. You tell them. You know who's this lady? She is the wife of the governor of the town, of the city, I think, of the state. I had no idea who she was. And because of that, she gave testimonial. Out of 150, 21 diamonds signed up. 21 diamonds. So I was like, whoa, this lady must be powerful. And she also signed up as a diamond. So always use your imagination when you want to patch someone, but make sure you understand what the patch can do.
Yeah.
Read it, all right?
Yeah.
It was amazing. 21 diamond.
Yeah, so you imagine, just now we mentioned, when someone have eye problem, cannot look at the eye sensitive, what is the patch that we use? Carnosine. And just now we said the red eye is IceWave. So IceWave and carnosine is always what Quadro like to use in the eye problems.
Yeah.
So I want you to learn about the basic. Why we use IceWave for this kind of red eye is to reduce the inflammation, IceWave, improve the polarity, and at the same time, when you have carnosine, it repair the nerve damage.
Yeah.
So this is how we want to combine them together.
Right on.
So now for runny nose. Very. So yeah.
For cataract, then what do you use?
You can try the protocol as well.
Same
Yeah,
protocol.
yeah. So now we talk about runny nose. And sometimes, like when I want to study and read books, I got runny nose. Okay, especially doing Zoom. Sometimes I keep on running nose. I purposely don't put until I go to the Zoom. You all look at my mucus coming out. Okay, I put a Zoom. You all look at immediately stop. Running
Wow.
nose for IceWave immediate. So especially when you have a children, right? They always have the mucus coming out, right? We will put it there, work miraculously.
Yes.
Okay.
I have something to add.
Okay, come.
My granddaughter,
Yeah.
she gets runny nose a lot sometimes. And during the school holiday, she stays with me. And then she knows now when she gets a runny nose, I'm actually going to put IceWave there. But I only take half the DC for
Right.
a while.
Yeah.
And she just, look.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it stops almost immediately.
right on.
Yeah. So Sim was saying that a granddaughter, is it?
Granddaughter.
Okay, Sim granddaughter. Maybe you all don't think she's a grandmama. She's really a
Yes, I
grandmama.
got granddaughter.
So and then because every time when the granddaughter got running nose, okay, Sim is going to put IceWave over here. So it become a habit for the granddaughter. The moment he will running nose, right, he will run to the grandma. Yeah. Okay. Hey, one more thing, sir. Even for dogs, we have sometimes right, an Eon help to calm you down, right? So we have sometimes the cases like this. During the thunder, the dog know where is the Eon, you know. He will go to the cabinet to look for the Eon. You see that? So these products is like from different planets.
I agree with you.
Okay,
I
right?
agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Runny nose, you have any story?
Well, actually, in runny nose, David O'D and Muffet at that time, distributor in the Philippines. We were in the hotel and we're supposed to meet, play golf on certain area, but they want to go first because I got to do my presentation. Both of them have runny nose. So I wasn't sure, I was new at the time. So I said, put energy, you put ice wave. So both went to the golf course and then I catch up later. And then by the time I get there, I'm curious, how do you guys feel? Muffet, the lady, put the ice wave. It healed faster than the energy enhancer. I'm like, oh, okay, now I remember. Always ice wave when I have runny nose. All right.
It's amazing. Okay, go.
Question.
Yeah.
Does this help with sinus?
Sinus.
Oh yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Does it temporarily stop or does it solve the sinus?
It depends on who you're dealing with, right? If the person is not chronic and the person doesn't have any medical condition, usually stop immediately. But if they have other diseases, other situation, other condition, who knows?
So if this person is healthy and in the morning every time they get sinus,
Mhm.
so they will have to patch every time sinus or
Yes,
this
like when you sleep, you put the ice wave here, put glutathione there, and here on the back. Yeah.
And remember, whatever that we advocate on, X39 is the basic. Don't miss X39.
Yeah, everything has to be.
Yeah. Okay. Last but not least is a migraine. Okay. I have a lot of confidence in migraine because one of our brand partners, this product really made him to become presidential director today. So when he first come to my office, we don't have any stock. I only have 3 pieces. I said, okay, Jiro, I'm coming here. We want to do this business. Do you have any sample product for us? I try to look around for my wallet, everything. Have how many? 3 pieces. Only 3 pieces. Okay, let me see what I can do. So he gave the first 2 pieces to the friends. At the end, the both friends never signed up, not interested. But when he is driving, have a very serious migraine. He has been having migraine for a very long time. He said, he look at the Eon. I want to use it to make money, you know. I don't want to waste it on myself. But it's so painful. Okay, let me put the Eon. He said it's the first time, sir, when the migraine attack, he never go full blown. He never need to take the Panadol at all with the Eon.
Wow.
It work very fast for migraine as well. But of
Yeah.
course, you have to drink enough water. Okay?
That's true.
Whether you have any.
Yeah, this is great. For migraine, I used the Eagle Claw protocol when I was driving from Sacramento to San Jose. We were recruiting a gentleman who's a vegan. So morning we have breakfast that is vegan food, lunch vegan food, dinner vegan food. And then on the way home, I was telling Brother Rick, how come I have migraine again? Since I become life distributor, never had migraine. And I was thinking, oh, it's all vegan. I was complaining about there's no taste. So I think they put MSG. So I called my friend. Oh yeah, they put a lot of MSG. No wonder. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, a lot of MSG create a migraine on me. So I put the Eagle Claw protocol, and within 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, all my migraine headache was gone. I wonder about that lady that we did this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she have apnea, cannot sleep as well.
Yeah.
And if you cannot sleep at night, usually create migraine.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so this summarizes the 18 protocol. Okay, I want to give you some summarize, right? So based on what Brother Roy, I always like to conceptualize the process of the critical thinking. Yeah. Just now, whenever we talk about inflammation and swollen, we talk about Eon. So Eon is to reduce inflammation. Anything that is swollen, that is pain, inflammation, go ahead with Eon. But anything that you want to improve the energy circulation at the same time to reduce the inflammation, then you use ice wave. So just now, Brother Roy mentioned one use energy enhancer, one use ice wave. But how come the ice wave work even better? Because compared to energy enhancer, ice wave not only improve the energy circulation, it also reduce the inflammation. Then you will see, then why don't we just buy ice wave? We don't need to buy energy enhancer. Because when it comes to focusing on improving the energy flow, energy enhancer will work faster. Okay, so this is the thing. Just now we see about tendon damage, we talk about ligament, we talk about nerve damage. What is the product that we use? Carnosine, right? So carnosine is to repair all kind of soft tissue. So remember just now, when you cannot see the light is because of nerve damage, what do you put?
Carnosine.
Carnosine, right? When you start to feel that there's a tendon damage, maybe in the shoulders, what do we put there?
Carnosine.
It's also carnosine. When we start to feel that maybe my stomach, gastric reflux, start to have the pain, it's a soft tissue, what do we put?
Carnosine.
So carnosine is for soft tissue, this kind of damage, okay? Just now we mentioned like food poisoning, what is the product that we use? Glutathione. We talk about fighting infection, we talk about try to do the quick smoking. Anything that's intrusion of toxin or poisoning, what is the patch that we use?
Glutathione.
So anything that related to removal of toxin, infection, we all use glutathione. Okay? So just now we mentioned, right? So for example, hey, I walking got no strength, got pain, no pain, only got no strength. Then we use so whenever when we want something that is all the soreness, no strength, but you don't have any pain, energy enhancer always work. Imagine my tummy got no pain, but I feel very or got a lot of shit inside, cannot comes out, So can you help my intestine to squeeze the shit out? What is the product that we use?
Energy enhancer.
Because we want to enhance the energy to let the intestine to squeeze the shit out of it. Okay? You understand the logic?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope by today's session with my explanation and Brother Roy explanation, you'll have a basic understanding of the patches. Okay?
Yeah.
But remember this, right? When we try to approach the customers, right, we don't go straight to too complicated. We are going to scare them away. Imagine just now what Brother Roy has done. Oh, your eye cannot see. Okay, I put an eye swing. Okay, I put a carnosine just to help you. Then later on come with 25 diamonds. This is the purpose of this book. It means sometimes people have no pain. Eon it doesn't work, we don't feel any pain. But I have some sensitivity to light. Can you help me? Yeah, I can. Every time about this timing I go acid reflux. Can you help me with it? Yeah. And my mother sitting there for whole days, I cannot stand up because the leg are very heavy. Can you help me with that? So these are the things that we have to use this opportunity by learning about the product to let them to see the hope and confidence. After today's session, are you more confident about those emergency situations?
Yes.
Okay, amazing.
There you go.
Okay, so this is the acting quick fix protocol. We already make it into a booklet already. Okay, so we are going to officially launch it today because of Brother Roy. So can I give one copy to Brother Roy? Brother Roy? Yeah. Okay, thank you, Brother Roy. Someone can take it.
Okay, look here. One more. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
thank you, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. So I really thank you for Brother Roy dedication. So actually what I do is only distillate. So when you have a distillation of the products, of course all the things that we are not going to help 100% of the people. Well, one can start 100% got, maybe not 100%, but maybe you can have 80% of it, 75% of it. With this kind of simplicity, is we want to advocate. Okay, so this book is not for sale, it's a charitable copy. So I hope that this project of us can be very successful. Let me explain to you the logic behind. So I am someone who believes in giving. Okay, I'm someone who really believes in giving. When I look at a lot of charitable organizations, right, they always have the idea of, okay, you can buy this book, you just donate. I'm not going to tell you how much I charge for the book, you just donate out of your sincerity. If you think the book helped you, you donate more. If you don't think it's helped, it doesn't matter. If you don't have money, you don't need to pay anything. So I want to incorporate this into our life culture and life changes. And we hope that this book is able to reach out as many Malaysians as possible. So when the book is ready, it will be ready in the showroom, out for you to take. There will be a donation box behind, beside. Okay. So all the donation that we collected, part of it will pay for the publishing of the books, but I think most of it we are going to give back to the charity. Okay. We hope by doing this, I think we are the first direct sales organization in the organization wise that we do this kind of job. Okay, so I hope that by doing this, we also bring a good karma to our organization, to LifeWave, and ultimately, we hope that we can give David Smith. We can also indirectly bring a good name and good karma to David Smith because I really hope that David can be here forever.
Yeah.
for 30 years, 50 years, and hundreds of years. And then we got so many things wonderful to do with it. Okay, so without much further ado, and thank you all of you. I think it's coming to an end. It's about 1 hour and a half already. Thank you all of you.
Can I just ask a question? Just
Yeah.
now you mentioned something